Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for none other than my Clarityempress collective. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. All right, we're about to get into this. About to get into it. So we're going to call this Moving On Monday, right? And we're just going to see what Spirit is going to share with us. Uh-oh. Where did I drop? Listen, get out. Get out, little girl. Get out. Yes, get out. Okay. Peace. Long time no see, Queen Soul. How you doing, boo-boo? How are you? What's going on? Glad you're in the building tonight. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on in the night sky by you? This moon is mooning. I don't know about you, but this moon is mooning. Oh, you moved. Did you move within state, out of state? Where you move? Are you settled? Are you comfortable? Everybody is moving. Like, there are endings for new beginnings. It's happening. Like, people are just moving around. Things are changing. Mm-hmm. I'm about to embark on a project I have been putting off. I said, if folks don't get back to me this week, I know what I got to do. And I'm about to do it because I can't take it much longer. Good. I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad. Good to see you, sis. Thanks for coming on the live. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. If you are on the live, you know what I'm saying, comment in the chat. If you're not, and you see this later, comment in the comment section. Specifically the comment section that tells the algorithm that people are watching the videos. I feel like I need to start going back to reminding y'all of that because I do so many lives. But yeah, we need that comment section to be popping too. So, you know, you just leave me something. I don't care what it is. I'll just respond. I'll hit like, you know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't disrespectful, you know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Carmen. What was I going to say too? Oh, not only do I want to say thank you. Oh, but when you like, share, and subscribe, it's an energetic donation to the channel, which is much appreciated and keeps the channel going. So keep that coming, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so before I was literally giving say Spirit what you need to tell us, and the friggin' Empress in reverse raggedy bitch energy just popped out. Past energy though, so that's a good thing. Past energy. All right, so we like her in the past. We don't want her in the like the outcome. You know what I'm saying? We want her to be over with. Not a problem. I know it's Monday, right? I asked my husband. I said, "What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday?" He was like, "It's Monday." I'm like, "Oh." I think last week kind of threw us off, or at least threw me off. Shoot. Tell me more, Spirit. Threw me off. So the Empress in reverse in the past energy. Current energy is the 10 of coins. Family, money, legacy, blessings flowing. Okay. Somebody is in their bag. Tell me more. One at a time. One at a time. Okay, so we got There's a lack of equal give and take. Maybe some let me just adjust myself. A lack of equal give and take. Oh, I can't even talk. What's up, Black Cherry? Um, no equal give and take here. The scales is unbalanced. Somebody's not reciprocating equally. Yeah, and then the 10, I'm sorry, 10. Lord, I get the 10 of wands and swords from trying to come out my mouth. But the 4 wands is a child. So somebody's not in the home or not happy in their home, Ace of Pentacles, but there's a new opportunity or a new offer, or somebody's going to make an offer. Oh, somebody is at, what you call it? Somebody's at the dark night of the soul, rock bottom kind of energy, ready to give up, tired. You know, they have something that they're focused on. This 10 of coins, somebody's focused on happiness, legacy, joy, like fulfillment energy, right? But it's due to not wanting to be near this raggedy bitch and this broken home and this lack of... So somebody been dragged through it. That's what I'm getting. Somebody's dragged through it. They tired. They done. And they going to go start new somewhere else with the Ace of Pentacles. And that's a good thing. Remember I said this energy is death and rebirth. So, you know, you're going to apply it to just about anything where you just over it. This is what I'm getting. It's like somebody is just over it, especially with the 9 of wands in reverse. Somebody's over it. It's like, you know, it's not a good fit anymore, right? It's not what somebody needs. It's not what they thought it was going to be. I can't retire here. I can't stay in this situation much longer. I'm over it. But there is something somebody believes is there. And that's in the current energy. Like, I'm going to fulfill my legacy. I feel like somebody's very determined in spite of their circumstances, especially with the likely outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody is moving on. Okay. Moving on Mondays. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about this raggedy bitch. Oh, so this was a selfish raggedy bitch. Well, I mean, when isn't the Empress in reverse a selfish person, right? Because she's very codependent and needy, right? But I feel like somebody had to hold back from her now. Like they had to pull, let me put this down. They had to pull their energy back from her because she was going to just take. You know how they say about takers? Takers just keep taking. You know, and that's why the 6 of Pentacles is here in reverse. That taker, that Empress in reverse, she was just going to keep taking till she sucked somebody dry. I'm glad she in the past energy. Because moving on Mondays means you're going to free yourself from whatever's draining you. You have a bad boss draining you. You get to free yourself because you're making those moves, the necessary changes in your life. This could be a mother figure. You know, Empress is always representative of the mother. Or she embodies the madness in reverse of all 4 queens. Any negative aspect you can put to them, you can apply to her. If she's in the upright, all the positive attributes apply to her. So this right here is if somebody's emotionally manipulative, there it is. If somebody's unfair at work, there it is. Somebody's narcissistic, there it is. If they're just selfish, prideful, egotistical, that's her. And that raggedy bitch energy. But she's in the past. Somebody is putting her where she go. Okay. Oh. And whoever this is determined. What I just said, they are determined to have what they want. 5 of Swords. I feel like somebody wants to win their 10 of Pentacles at all costs. I hope it ain't her. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. She is a burden that somebody is finally willing to give up. In the hidden energy, they're like, you know what? I can't do nothing else with this. There's nothing else for me. There's nothing else I can do. I'm done. I just feel like somebody's like, I'm just releasing this burden. I gotta move on. Period. Point blank. Tell me more. King of Cups. She got to have somebody really all in their feelings. Somebody feeling lost. Somebody who once loved this Empress in reverse is feeling lost. They're feeling like it's an unhappy home. It's giving divorce energy. It's giving pick me. Oops. Wow, that spun around. Okay, and now we got Nine of Cups. Somebody is offering something to their wish fulfillment. Actually taking steps. I'm not getting the lazy energy you normally get from a Nine of Cups energy. And we getting justice too? Ooh. So, whatever this Empress in reverse has done to this King of Cups, I feel like she's got them all in their emotions. They might not even think straight the way she got them in their emotions. Hey, what's up, Aya? Oh, Aya, yeah, we need to know your schedule. Like, what time you typically on, so we could pop in and look for you. Cause like I won't be on unless I know when to look for people or I see it in my feeds. So go on, plug that in there for me so we can check out Aya Inspire Tarot. So, usually Wednesday and Sunday, sometimes 6:30. Okay, that's Eastern Standard Time. Just to double check. Um, Somebody's moving on to whatever they wish fulfillment, and the Spirit said this is justice. You know what I'm saying? Also, what this person went through is also justice. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it from Aya. Gotta check this out. So, I don't know how to do that. I should do it that way. All right. So, what I get is there's some sort of unreciprocated energy. I'm getting somebody's a bit exhausted by a queen. No, I'm sorry, Empress energy, Empress in reverse energy. Let me clarify. And they're pulling back their energy. They're pulling back. She's stingy. She's selfish, but somebody's starting to pull back. They, in the past energy, pull back their resources. Okay. Then you got the focus is shifted to a legacy. 10 of coins, which is given a family situation or a new job that promises a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like landing one of your dream jobs where your money increases, your finances increases, and even the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Long term benefits, whether you got 401k, your Roth IRAs, all the investment stuff is in there. Your insurances is included. It's like you go into this company situation and you could be well taken care of, either that or family situation. And somebody is very ambitious about that with the Five of Swords, so they gonna pursue that win at all costs. So again, a family situation, meaning a marriage or something like that. But I feel divorce in the air, so it feels like somebody is choosing differently than this Empress in reverse energy, especially because she being in the past. Also, with this Ace of Pentacles and this Nine of Cups, I feel like somebody's getting a new beginning once they end that situation with that Empress in reverse, with the Four of Wands in reverse, the Six of Pentacles. I feel like somebody's like, I can't do no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You just got home. Okie dokie. Um, I just feel like they's like, I can't do it no more. Somebody's realizing how unhappy they are. Like they are giving it up, and then they went to the justice system, or somebody got a court date for sure set up. I feel like it's karma. I feel like it's court. I feel like somebody's like, this burden is not mine anymore. You know what I'm saying? All right, tell me about the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. What about this offer? Okay, whoever is placing the offer, meaning the Ace of Pentacles, who's giving that Ace of Pentacles or taking their Ace of Pentacles somewhere, they feel now typically the Eight of Swords would give trap, but I feel like they are hyper focused and kind of stuck on that energy, right? And not in a bad way. It's more like they can't. It's given. I don't see nothing no other way but that way. That's what I'm getting. Like whoever they were planning to be with, they only see it them, right? Their blinders are on. This Empress in reverse is no longer an issue. They're only hyper focused on where they want to be, especially with the Five of Swords too. Typically, that would give me some other energy, but it's giving me like, nah, mentally, somebody's fighting their way out of something. And even though they stuck, they may be obsessed with the person that they're going to because they don't see any other way. Like, that's my goal. That's my situation. That's my person or that's my job. Whatever. Like, they got blinders on. They ain't worried about nothing else. And they left that other mess in the past. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Uh, King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Oh. Yeah, because they broke up. I feel like the Empress in reverse broke this King of Cups heart. That's why they are all in their feelings right now. They broke up. This is an ending to something that made this person very unhappy. This Empress in reverse. This mother figures could be a baby mama, could be a wife, could be their mama, could be, some whatever female who is get more than likely, possibly giving birth, or she could be barren. You know what I'm saying? Because the Empress in reverse energy will come suck the life out of everything, and she don't give nothing. Okay, and if she is a mother, she has no business being one. And whatever the case may be, the Lover's card is in reverse. So this person is like, you know, it ain't working out. I made a bad choice. Broke that person's heart, whoever this is. Broke this heart, broke their home up. She kind of did the most. Tell me more, Spirit. And I feel like it's money involved. Lots of money. I feel like somebody's, obsessed with where they find peace at, where they feel like they have their Ten of Pentacles and their wish fulfillment. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This is what this person is focused on. The Queen of Wands. Somebody they're attracted to, they're inspired by, they see as a leader, they see as somebody that perseveres, somebody strong. Yep. I heard they're going to set something at her feet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a gift, but they're going to set something at her feet. You know how I'm hearing it like that, but the best way I could describe it, I guess, is when somebody makes an offering. Like somebody's going to make an offering to Queen of Wands. Okay? More, Spirit. Tell me about the Five of Swords with this 10. Yeah, Page of Wands. There's an announcement. Somebody has something to say. Page of Wands. I'm hearing somebody's putting the resume out there. Like they going for it. They trying to state their claim. There's a negotiation about to happen. King of Wands, yeah. So I feel like this. I did hear another thing too. I have to say it now because now the King of Wands is clarifying it for me. I heard that this Empress in reverse is dealing with a King of Wands in reverse. Um, she deals with people she thinks is her dummy kind of energy, right? This King of Wands though, in the upright, they tried to be like upright with her. They tried to be truthful, honest, tenacious, courageous, all of that, right? It's giving that lion, that Leo energy. They tried to be an upright person with her, but they couldn't. They ended up having to pull their energy back. But when I saw that King of Cups said, yeah, this person's all in their feelings, but she might have another lover. And that I heard that before the Lover's cards in reverse came out. So this is what it's like, a jilted lover kind of thing, or like I said, somebody going through a divorce with the Queen of Wands. Mm, mm, mm. Well, well, well. What a wicked web we weave when we try to deceive. And we got justice and we got the strength card. Somebody is like, listen, their courage is up. They they know what they need to do when it comes to this queen. They know what they need to do. Where's my, excuse me, y'all, little ruler. They know what they need to do when it comes to her. It's been a long road. Spirit says, been whoever this is dealing with this is stressed out. But it's somebody who finally like is taking a stand with that damn strength card there, boy. They like, I got my courage up. Somebody found their heart. They found their heart. You know how Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz or Wizard of Oz? Somebody found their heart. They find their strength. And they staking their claim to somebody else or some other situation. What I'm seeing too, like the different people I talk to have really been confirming this Pisces moon. There are so many endings and new beginnings. Queen Soul, you just mentioned a move. I know somebody's moving their studio. I know somebody else taking a new job. You know, like it's I'm running out of new things, but there's a lot of newness in the air, and then endings. Things will not be the same anymore, right? And with that being said, some people are like, I got tunnel vision. This is my vision. This is what I want. This is what I'm obsessed with. This will give me peace right now. It's not a bad thing, though. It's not. Now, what they would have to be careful is that, Swords energy is very air energy, right? Very intellectual. Not necessarily the most heartfelt kind of thing. It's more head over heart type energy. But sometimes you have to be head over heart. I feel like somebody's going to have to find a balance, strike a balance. But if they're really in their head, they also should be getting help for what's in their head. Because this Empress in reverse, like I said, she thinks everybody's her dummy. I don't know how I got that, but that's what I got. She think everybody's stupid. And so, but you know what they say, tricks are for kids? That's not lasting for someone anymore. That's not resonating with them to be her dummy. I think somebody sees right through her. Her lies don't work. Her MO, none of that is like, it's not landing. It's not doing what it want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not, she's unable to keep tricking somebody. Somebody's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm focused on my peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a new beginning elsewhere. So, again, if you're moving, if you are changing jobs, are you changing relationships? That's like a green light. You moving on for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So I don't know what happened. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, and this person is defending. Somebody is obsessed with somebody. And they are, or something, and they're defending their position. So somebody's got their boundaries up, because I wanted to clarify the likely outcome. The Seven of Wands. Somebody is like, you know what? This is the best decision for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your, you know, like, it's like not letting somebody put their lips on your situation. So I feel like somebody's like, yeah, nah, I don't need a noise. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the noise. I know what I want. I know what I'm going for. What is this day? Clairvoyant. Let's pull that out. I feel like somebody don't need the noise no more. They kind of like, don't let people put their mouth all over your situation. Mm-hmm. I know that's right. You gotta keep your boundaries up. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying, that somebody's now focused on their bliss, on their happiness. No more of those bad choices, or no more repeat bad choices. So, sometimes we have to go through some things in order to understand what it is that we need versus what we don't. And sometimes we repeat it just to be sure. That's right, when we're still in that giving benefit for doubt type shit, right? But once you realize nobody deserves benefits for doubts, right? If I'm doubting you, I can't give you a benefit. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the benefit of my energy, my time, my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? My love, my all of that. You can't get benefits for that. No, because you got me doubting myself, second guessing myself, feeling any kind of way that's not good for me. You can't get benefits for that. A lot of people don't seem to understand that about themselves unless you put your boundaries up. And once you put your boundaries up, you make it real plain, because you are the one that can't cross your boundaries in order for them to work, meaning you got to stand 10 toes down. I said what I said. Okay? And, you're not going to force me, coerce me, guilt me into doing anything else than what I'm comfortable with. All right? That's right. Dun da da. All right, tell me about the Spirit. Chakra balancing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, line them shits up. We be making head over heart decisions, right, all the time. But sometimes it is also about lining things up. You know what I mean? Like getting your root chakra together. Getting your sacral chakra together. It requires not them flippers on my carpet. Good night. Love you. It requires you to examine the different elements that the chakras represent. Now, if you know anything about chakras, you know it's more than 7. However, just start with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the 50 million that there really are. Just start with them. Start from your root all the way up to your crown. Are you following your intuition? You know what I'm saying? Are you comfortable and secure in who you are? Are you following your heart? Is your heart chakra open? Is your voice box open? You know what I'm saying? Is your throat chakra clear? Or are you struggling to say the words because you don't want to hurt feelings, or you don't want people to be mad at you? Like, how are you living your life authentically? You know what I'm saying? Spirit to get you right if you ready. Ooh, double rainbows. That's a blessing. Well, that's a blessing. And we got finding a mentor. This gives me, finding a mentor also gives me like finding a therapist. Finding somebody that resonates with you, has what it is that you want, or can direct or guide you to get where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is not jealous of you, who really wants to see you grow, see you bloom, see you improve your life. That's okay. It's very crucial to find people like that. People who walk around thinking they know everything. OGs don't know nothing. Aunties don't know anything. They can't learn from them. Those people tend to take longer to grow because they don't listen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? They got all the answers. And then they wonder why they spin their wheels, cause they doing too much. Too much. You want to grow uh faster, better, stronger. You find you a mentor, somebody to teach you the ropes, teach you what to do and what not to do. And you got to, you know what I'm saying, chew the fat, spit the bone, but at least listen to your elders. Listen to your mentors who know. Tell me more. Love. Ooh. So there is love in the air. So, like I said, whoever this Ten of Coins situation is, whoever this Queen of Wands here, her counterpart is the King of Wands. I feel like somebody's going to pursue love, or at least pursue their counterpart, as they should. But there's some growth and some changes and some development, because there's been some trauma due to this Empress in reverse energy. I don't care if it's a boss at an old job, they traumatize somebody. Okay, if it's a parent, they traumatize somebody. You know what I'm saying? If it's not mentor, supervisor, I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just something like somebody has been through something that needs alignment. You know what I mean? And they need to find the right source of advice to move through it. And then they can flow in this energy of love, because then you learn how to love somebody right when you're listening, when you're showing consideration. Tell me more. Asking for help. Yeah. And that's where the mentors come in. That's where good friends come in. That's when, you know what I'm saying, there's good family members. Maybe that uncle twice removed who don't come around no more. Go seek them out. They might have some insight as why you can't be around that Empress in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Go to somebody in your company that might be a mentor to you to help you navigate and break through those glass ceilings or whatever. Go to them. Maybe it's just an industry thing. You know, go learn. Go study. Go be apprentice or something. You know what I'm saying? But ask for help. You never know who will assist you. You never know. If you don't open your mouth, like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. Go ask for help. Also, I keep getting therapy. From the mentor to ask for help, somebody needs some help. And it's mental, because there's a lot of air here in this. It's air and earth, heavy on this. And then a lot of wands as well. So it's not heavy on the love, okay? But this reading is heavy on mentally, financially, and passionately, like somebody making better choices and standing their ground with their boundaries. Tell me more, spirit. Emotional release. The best way to get that is to get some help. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to purge. There is something or someone they need to release. Somebody needs to let go of a person, place, or thing that has been holding them back or has been traumatizing them, stressing them out. It's time. It is time. And bottom of the deck, oneness. Ooh. So in Jamaica, they say, of one people, right? Basically, we're all different, but we're all the same, right? And that when we rock together, work together, we become a community together, right? Um, oh, so I also feel like somebody has been a lone wolf for a minute. I'm seeing that wolf there, and it's giving lone wolf energy. I'm getting somebody is guided by spirit with that cardinal. But somebody's longing for community. They're attracted to a specific community that has more of an open feeling. I guess it's feeling like very inviting, very nurturing, very loving, less judgmental. You know what I'm saying? More objective. Or not, is it non-objective? Non-objective. I don't know. Somebody feels welcome in a particular community. All right. And they're about to have emotional release. But I also feel like somebody's getting released. There's gonna be some contracts that are several, maybe earth contracts. If they're not written documents, but I feel like they are some of that. There's some earthly contracts that somebody has made, or spiritual contracts that they made before coming to earth that may need to be broken. Sometimes we make these pacts, you know, before we get here, and they don't work out. Part of your lesson, no matter how hard it is to break them so that you can grow and move on, not to stay in them. You know what I'm saying? Part of it is like, what lesson are you going to learn while you are in this incarnation? It's not to stay in one spot and suffer. It's not. You're supposed to elevate beyond that, heal beyond that, grow beyond that. You know what I mean? Yep. Tell me more, spirit. I like this deck. I haven't pulled this out in ever. Oh. Psychic conversations. Yeah, so the counterparts are having psychic conversations. You ever just talk to somebody? Um, you know, you ever just talk to somebody and you hear them in your head like they're talking to you? Not you making it up. You just hear the response. And this is what's happening for somebody right now with their counterpart. They're having psychic. So if they're not together yet, in the flesh, or even if they are together, because sometimes, you can have psychic conversations with somebody you love, and you like, I thought I told you such and such, and they like, yeah, I thought we had a conversation, but you can't remember when that conversation was because it was psychic. It was telepathy. You know what I mean? Some people we have these connections with. And I feel like this is about whoever this person loved. That's who they're having this psychic connection with. Yep. Me and my husband finish each other's sentences. He start telling me a story. I'll be like, and then da 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 da. He's like, yeah, exactly, or vice versa. You know, you know, scientists have come out with the fact that telepathically we link up with those near us or that we have deep bonds and connections with, right? So it's deep because that's why they say birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? When we link up with people, we think like them. Our body sinks to them. Our mind can sink to them as well. Just like women who are all together and they live together for a certain amount of time, their cycles link up and sync together, right? But telepathy is a little different in that you are synced up with somebody even if they're not physically there. And then when y'all reconnect, you can see certain things, know certain aspects of a person's life that they didn't even have to verbally show or tell you. You just know it, right? And I feel like that's what's happening for somebody. Wherever this person is locked in, will also provide them with an emotional release too, because that's where they can feel safe and vulnerable. This is where this person can feel free, where this emotional release is. They got their boundaries up with everybody else, though. Mm. That's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an everyday conversation you have. Like, how did you know what I was going to say? How did you know what was in my mind? But it's a real thing. And it's not like crazy, crazy. It's just something that we say, right? But It's really not crazy. It's really true. If we follow our guidance and our intuition, we will be open vessels and channels for a lot. The thing is, we have to be careful though. You know what I'm saying? So that other things aren't riding that frequency, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, no. I've had that. Funny you said that. I've had that conversation with somebody who has ghosted me, right? And I always say to them, "Well, just keep doing what you're doing. Stay where you are." You know what I mean? Like it's okay. Don't. I don't know why you talking to me right now. I've actually said that. Like, don't. You ain't gotta talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me in the flesh, why are you talking to me now? Because I know. You trying to, I don't know. Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Why would you be trying to connect with me this way when you could just go on with your life? I mean, you've already gone on with your life. Stay there. Stay where you are, do what you do, and leave me alone. And I literally, a friend of mine went through that. She said the same thing. I was like, shit, because you ain't about to occupy my mind with gibberish. Because a lot of times when the signal comes through, it might come through as gibberish. And I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking about this situation for? Or this person? Like, well, why are they, you know what I'm saying? Why were they even on my mind? And I'm like trying to clear the clutter of it because I'm like, it ain't even a coherent thought. So that's where I realized that their signal is mixed because they're not making no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? And I just say, well, I hear you coming through because there would be bits and pieces. It sounds like a radio frequency that how you hear and you hear every other word, radio, car, so and so. You pick up on it and you know what they trying to say. It's like nah, 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 nah. It ain't no rent free over here. I'm saying don't rent free over here. Go keep doing what you've been doing. Stay out of here. Child. It's bugged out. I didn't know people went through that until I heard other people go through that. And I was like, oh, so I'm not crazy. I'm not bugging. And I know it's the truth because male or female, it can happen, right? Friends, when you pick up the phone and call a friend because they on your mind and you don't know why they on your mind. So let me just reach out to them. Boom. Some shit done went down. Girl, I'm glad you called me because as they thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when this type of shit goes down with people and they start doing that stuff and they pulling on you and they've been ghosting and they've been playing games and energy, you just have to say, listen, go back and do what you've been doing over there. Whatever that over there is. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Stay out of my frequency, my energy. Just stay out. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out. Go live your life. You know, I mean, you could pull them in like that too, but a lot of times if they're not doing these things, right? If they're not asking for help for whatever they got going on, and I mean not to you, if they're not balancing their chakras, right? If they don't go ahead and find a mentor, mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, somebody, family, friend, whatever, and they don't have an emotional release, you gotta think like, what would you be calling them in to do? A lot of people ain't ready to be called in. They ain't ready to grow. They gotta do that on their own. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta leave them to it. No, 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 no. Don't call me. Stay over there with what you doing, because obviously that's what you want. It's funny. I sent this to a couple people today that I felt like, she just probably needed to hear it. But there was this video talking about men was it not crashing out, but feeling some kind, I forgot what they called it. Um, mm-mm. Nah, we not doing that ghosting pop up shit. Stay where the fuck you at. um, so the video was about men. Oh, men who feel like the women in their life have high standards and won't let them fuck up no more, right? They be like, oh man, give me a chance. Or they want the women to fight over them. And how women back in the day used to fight over a man, excuse me, or they would stay with a man knowing the man ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Just locked down, locked in with that whole relationship only for him to be cheating, having outside kids and all kind of shit, but she would still just remain, not get divorced. Well, them days is dwindling. I can't say they over, but they definitely dwindling because less and less women are are putting themselves in that position. Like we see red flags and we call that shit out quick. Like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's friends or foe, whether family, it don't matter. Red flag is a red flag, and guess what? We ain't got time for none of that, right? So what? Where the men are just like, you got your standards is too high. Why? No, women are not allowing you to play in their head, in their energy, not allowing you to stress them out, not trying to be picked. You know what I'm saying? And then the model was really pretty much, if you have a choice, choose the other person. Don't choose me. Don't bother to choose me because we not fighting. We not mind fighting with this telepathy. We not physically getting into no altercations over you. We not fighting. We're not third parties. Women, we tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Men are like saying things like, why you can't speak to you in public, and how many, and then there was men chiming in like, how many times a woman gotta tell you no? You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. This is why women don't feel safe. This is also why a lot of women are more masculine, trying to balance out feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Feeling abandoned by father figures, and becoming masculine and getting in relationships with women because they can feel safer. You know what I'm saying? Not all of that, but some of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's the choice and the rationale behind it. Cause we don't feel safe with men. People we can't trust. People lie. All that ghosting. I told y'all a while back how my mentee was dealing with a man for like only a month, and he hit her with the, you know, I don't think this is working. Like, I'm not feeling it. It's not giving me the soulmate vibes, It's cool, but it's not really what I'm looking for. And she's like, okay. Like, she was taken off guard, of course. And then she was like, all right. And he was like, you don't want to talk about it? You don't have anything else to say? She was like, what is there to say? You done said it. And he was fishing for emotion, fishing to see if he had crushed her. And that's what a lot of dudes be doing, trying to put women in competition. Like, listen, we not doing that. We're not. We tired. That's why we are dropping things that no longer work. We're not scared of divorce. We're not scared of being alone. You know what I'm saying? We're not scared of having a certain friend no longer be our friend anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're not scared of pulling our energy back. Why? Because you gotta deserve it. We're not taking ghosters off back and forth and in and out of our lives. That's exhausting. Thinking somebody gonna stick around, and then they're still emotionally voided, haven't gotten any help for it, and then want to keep doing the same shit, and sometimes worse. Sometimes worse. Don't do that. We're not doing that. Okay. And what else did I saw today? Was it that? Oh no, it wasn't today. But it made me think of that. So there was some show. I don't know what the reality show was. But it was like, I guess I saw it on a YouTube short or whatever. But this dude had broke down to this woman, huh? He don't want to be with her. So I guess he came home from jail. and he landed with her and was with her for a minute. I don't know how long. I really don't have the full context, but I had enough to know he was emotionally trying to fuck with this woman because he had said on camera that he didn't want to be with her. He want to go live his life. And she said, okay. But he wasn't done, right? So he already stated, I want to go live my life, and I want to do this. And she said, I said, okay. She had a suitcase on the bed and she was literally packing her stuff. So I guess wherever they were staying, she could leave. And he just kept saying, well, you don't want to talk about it, how you feel, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, it don't matter how I feel. You said what you said and we're done. No, this dude was following her, excuse me, y'all, following her around the house, antagonizing her till she finally went in the bathroom, slammed the door, and screamed, leave me alone. Yo. Mm, what? Yeah. I'm laughing, not funny, haha. But knowing that people do that, I would have been like, yo, then just do it then. What you waiting for? What you coming to tell me for? Just do it. You need help? Let's call the police. Maybe they'll help you. Or whatever. I don't know. But I'll be like, just do it then. I don't know what you coming around me to tell me that sad shit for. Go be sad somewhere else and leave me be. People just do not care. But anyway, and that's what this dude was doing. He was just following her around the house to rub it in her face. And she was like, I was so upset, like, when I watched it because I was like, yo, first of all, get the cameras out of her face. Second of all, tell him to leave the scene so she can go. Like she said, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. And he just all he wanted to do was get in her head and see how it hurt her for him to say he's leaving her. And she was just like, you don't need to see all of that. Leave me alone. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so a lot of dudes, I don't know why people would put somebody in competition like that, or at least think they are. But we are tired. Women are tired. Men can go chase themselves or chase other boys or whatever they want to chase. If that's the mentality you have, go with that. Don't expect me to chase you. I don't care who you are in my life. I don't chase nothing and nobody. If we have a conversation and you say you want to do what you're going to do, you better do it. Because if you want me to sweat you, it's going to be consequences if I have to. Like, if I got to track you down for money, I'm charging interest. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, I don't care. I don't care to see what you about. I will track you down for interest. Other than that, leave me alone. Yep. Hell no. You right about that, Queen Soul. We ain't catering to nobody's insecurities. Well, I feel like somebody's about to have an emotional release. But I do feel this, y'all, and this has been pretty consistent, is that you may have moved away from a situation, but there's people who are refusing to let it go themselves. They're refusing to get help as well. And they want to keep you locked in the cycle that they're in. Spirit said, don't do that to yourself. Don't accept the cycles just because somebody feels like you should endure them. You know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself in that position where you are trying to constantly heal from somebody who only wants to come in and out your life, or they want to come in just or they exit just long enough before you really feel whole and healed, and they show back up. Spirit said heal anyway and put your boundaries up. Seven of Wands is here. Put your boundaries up. Don't let somebody think that they just have a free pass to your life. You know what I'm saying? Because they literally coming in to feed. You know what I'm saying? They'll come in to feed just to get a little something out of you to see if they can, if they still got it. Mm-mm-mm. I, you know what's funny? I just told, I just told my mentee today. She was telling me about a friend, and the ex wouldn't stop coming around, and he came over there while they were there, and he was acting like he lived there and he wouldn't leave. I was like, she need to get a restraining order and a little block. No, I didn't say Glock. I said little blicky. She need to go get registered. She said, I don't want to do that. Well, you better do something because he's obsessed. I do feel like there's an obsessive energy in this reading. I ain't gonna lie. I mentioned that earlier with the Eight of Swords. Somebody is very focused on what it is that they want. But if this person does not show up with that emotional release, if they do not show up having asked for help and got the help, they're gonna show up to get on your last nerve. They're gonna show up to basically repeat things that could have been smoothed out by now. You know, if this person is emotionally avoided and they are cycling in and out your life with like that ghosting energy, they will only do it more, thinking that long as it looks like you're gonna give them a chance, they could do it some more. Mm-mm. Some of them, that is rooted in control issues. Like, I just want to come in when I feel comfortable. I want to leave when I feel comfortable. I don't want this person to have a say so. I want them to know I care, but uh, as soon as I feel like I'm a little too deep, I got to pull it back. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who really got some severe ego, pride, and control issues that they need to work on, and that's why they need to go get some help. Because you don't need to be their target practice while they try to get it right. They might get it right and then move on to somebody else. Just let them go move on to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Let them go move around. This is a collective energy, dream girl. We're not doing personals right now. That's on Thursday nights at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and Sundays at the same time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. But thanks for coming to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now make sure when you subscribe, you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on, and you don't miss those personal readings. But yeah, so justice is here, y'all. So with justice being here and strength, I feel like the emotional lessons have been learned, but I feel like that's for you, beloved. I don't know about your person. I don't know about this person who's been through some stuff that they haven't worked through or whatever, but I get that justice is here for you. I get that you are the one that's going through more of the healing or the metamorphosis, that chakra balancing. I feel like you are that one. Maybe you might be leading this person to do it for themselves, and if they do, good for them. If they don't, that's their problem. But I do feel like you are doing what you doing the work. Like, if you hear y'all uh kicking it with me right now, it's like there's no coincidences. You get what I'm saying? There's no coincidences. We vibe because we're on this healing journey together. For whatever reason, you're on this healing journey. And when spirit is speaking and you resonated with it, it's because it's one more piece of the puzzle toward your healing journey. You know what I'm saying? My readings are here to help. It's not here. I could be an entertainer if I wanted to, but that's not what I'm here for. Like, if you feel entertained, I mean, hey. But this journey for me is about healing. And I hope that for you, it is also about healing. And that when you hear these messages and you see the cards and you see the confirmation and it resonates with you, that it takes you on the path that you need to be on so that you can get to the next level, whatever that is. Or you can stay on that higher frequency that you need to be on that improves your higher self. Because these energies that we've been talking about, these masculine energies that are unhealed, that like to suck in a vampiric way, it we have to rise. We have to be like, look, I got a neck brace on, like, or my skin is covered with metal, like that armor that you can't get past because I am not allowing you into my energy. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, you take it how it resonate, but I do hope for you. I do hope for my collective, my beloveds, that you are, what I'm saying, healing. You're on your journey. I appreciate every last one of y'all coming. I appreciate your comments, your likes, subscribe, all of that. I appreciate your participation in these messages. You know what I'm saying? You help me understand that if that the message is getting through to somebody and it is helpful. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so I'm trying to be on here tomorrow night. I'm just saying, I hope to see y'all again. Long as I don't know. I'll be up and down. We got new schedules since school started. One in college, one in high school. So I pray that I can be here on tomorrow on time. All right. Thank you so much, y'all. In the meantime, have a good night and peace.